This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. Welcome to Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at SportsZone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hey folks, welcome back to Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio. Coverage provided by Choice NTUA Wireless, our great partners. And it's time for Game 3 of our Day 1 coverage of the 2022 3A North Region Basketball Tournament. The championships here at Chinle's Wildcat Den. And it's the host team, the Lady Wildcats, the number 5 seed in the tournament, about to do battle with the number 4 seed, the Window Rock Lady Scouts. And we welcome you in, everybody, to our broadcast coverage here at Sports Zone Radio. A little surprising to see these two teams in their respective seeding for the tournament because they're both great teams. This Chinle Wildcat team could easily be your region champions, as could Window Rock. There's that much talent on both these squads. But it wasn't to be. That's not what we ended up getting, was it? We got teams like Page at the top and Monument Valley near the top here in the 3A North region. The Alchesay Lady Falcons, the number 3 seed that we got to see play earlier and get a victory over Tuba City. So, I'm telling you, very competitive in the north, and this ought to be a great matchup as we watch the lineups being announced here at the Wildcat Den. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons. And about 2 to 3 weeks ago, that time frame, I was pretty sick. And I lost my voice, and I've been trying to get it back ever since. So I'm going to take some time during the broadcast here of this game, take some of the time off while we let you watch the action out there on the floor. But we'll bring you, do the best we can to bring you great coverage. And our great production team doing a tremendous job as you get a look in the huddle there with Coach Francine McCurtain and the Chinle Lady Wildcats. There's Aisha Ashley, the great post player for Chinle on your screen. And let me introduce that team led by Derek Simmons, our producer. Our technical director is Julio K. On camera, Leonard Keone does such a great job up there on top. You're looking at his look right now. And our technical assistant, Jessica K. There's a good look at Leonard. Good to see you up there, buddy. Doing a great job. Hope that padded stool that we got you is doing a great job for you. These are long, long days at the region tournament. Here's the opening tip, and it's controlled by the Lady Wildcats, who almost lose it out of bounds, but control it, and we are underway, everybody. Welcome in to our broadcast coverage here at the Wildcat Den. There's a whistle, and our first foul of the day is going to go against the Lady Scouts. So gets called early on. And I'll get that for you here in a moment. Check your starting lineups. First for the Lady Wildcats. And we get the first points of the game. LaShante Benali connecting for the Wildcats to give them a 2-0 lead to start the game. And Window Rock firing from the corner. That one's up and no good for Robbie Tonkalai. Check your starters for the Wildcats. Koyazi getting a start, the freshman who just missed from the baseline. Her teammate on the follow unable to connect. That's LaShante Benali. Benali and Yazi Gets the ball into her teammate, Caitlin Balone. There's Robbie Talkalai trying to run that baseline and get some space, get some separation and contact. Penali gets called with a foul for the Chinle Lady Wildcats. She ended up running into Melisha Nez, who starts the game for Winter Rock. Also in the starting lineup is Desiree Nelson for the Scouts. Into Balone. They're battling around. They're struggling, fighting for it. And Benali comes up with a loose ball for the Wildcats. So we bring you back into our coverage at the Wildcat 10. Lindsay Ziazi's pass is going to sail out of bounds. And the ball goes back over to Window Rock. Well, this game features some great talent. Two ladies that I got to tell you have to be in the discussion for Player of the Year in the North. Aisha Ashley for the Wildcats, and on the other side,
wanted line will be number 23.
I mean the great Robbie Talkalai. And really, I think Robbie's got, from what we've seen this year, Robbie's got the edge. And here's a little bit of trouble. Caitlin Balone has 2 personal fouls for the Scouts, so she's going to have to leave the game. And see who came into the game. That foul shot is good. Milicia Nelson is into the game. Militia Nelson. And a takeaway for the Wildcats. Aisha Ashley working in the corner. And then outside to Shandine Yazi. Buries the three-pointer for the Wildcats. Shandine, one of the best defenders in the North, showing that she's got the range as well on the jump shot. And a 5-second call. Good defense. There she is. There's that defense. No, maybe not. Maybe a timeout. That's what happened. The official put her hand in the air, showed the 5 digits. I thought, well, that's got to be it would have been a quick 5 seconds, that's for sure. But a timeout taken from the Window Rock bench, 6-0. Wildcats in front of Window Rock. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Stand by.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Inbound for the Fighting Scouts up in the front court, and there's a tie-up. Some more great Chinle Wildcat defense. Kowayazi tying up the basketball. 6-0 early start for the Lady Wildcats. Great inbound play. They work it to perfection to Militia Nelson. She's got her first points of the game for the Fighting Scouts. And they've got their first points as well as a team. Another 3 for Shandine Yazi, and it's perfect. Great start for Shandine. Both of her attempts from outside the arc have been good. And the Cats are up 9-2. Tonkalai trying to get her first points today. And she's a little exuberant on the effort there, and then it comes down. Michaela Roanhorse had it for a moment. That's another jump ball. Well, Shandine Yazi's got the hot hand, so why not you feed her again and let her give a shot at it. That one did not go in. Scouts will give their best shot at it. Ball comes down low, and there's contact and a foul. Wildcat foul. And that's the second on Benali. 2 fouls on Lashante Benali. So she is going to leave the game with her second foul. And here comes Quintrell Curley into the game for the first time for the Wildcats today. Quintrell has been a starter much of the season for the Wildcats now. Checks in to the lineup. And Robbie Tonkalai with some trouble. Still trying to find her first points of the game, but gets picked up by her teammate, Militia Nez. Lindsay Yazzie outside. Shandine Yazzie, and just a bad pass from the corner, taken right away, right into the hands of Militia Nelson. And a foul, contact from behind, and it's Koa Yazzie that gets called.
Checking in for the Wildcats will be number 13, Jamaira Baya.
Fighting Scouts basketball. They'll try to work a pass inside, and that one is tied up. Shandine Yazzie with the defense for the Wildcats. That'll be Window Rock basketball on the possession arrow. Comes to Shyla Allen into the game for the Scouts. Also into the game for the Wildcats. And for the first time today, we see Ashlyn Lynch. And a ball off the hands of the Scouts. Now this will be Wildcat basketball, and Tamira Baya gets the ball in. She's got the ball in hand down. There's Ashlyn Lynch, top of the key. Tried to force a pass. It was broken up by Roan Horse and eventually picked up by the Fighting Scouts. And a nice transition bucket to finish it all off. Points for Tashyla Allen at the end of that one for Window Rock, 9-6. That's the score. That's the lead for the Wildcats, who have been outscored 6-3 since opening up a 6-0 lead to start the game. Shandine Yazzie, nice pass inside, but Koa couldn't finish. Scouts will have it. Some disarray on the court. And they find one of their ladies under the basket. The turnaround, no good for Takalai. She'll get another chance maybe. Well, tied up. Takalai out there with the basketball, and she was tied up by Quintrell Curley. And the ball belongs to Chinle.
Aisha Ashley checks back in. Also Lindsay Yazzie, number 33 for Window Rock. Alicia Nash checks back in also. Number 21, Michaela Bernhardt. Two for number 13, Tamara Baya. for number 10, Ashley Lynch. Second in for the Scouts, 12B, number 32. Number 32, Caitlin Malone. Okay, going to the line to shoot 2 will be number 32, Aisha Ashley. Number 33, Felicia Nez. And that takes us up to the end.
Well, basketball fans, that is the end of the first quarter. And I appreciate you bearing with me on the broadcast as I work to try and preserve what's left of my voice after being sick a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to take more time off in the second quarter and try to bring you the second half as much as I can as we expect the game to get more and more exciting down the line, right? All right, let's grab a word in from our presenting sponsors of Northland Basketball. It's our very good friends at Choice Wireless, Choice NTUA Wireless. Our score at the end of the first quarter, Chinle 15, Windrock 10. And we'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Stand by.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Back in to start the second quarter. Welcome back, everybody, to Northland Basketball here at Sports Zone Radio, the 3A North Region Basketball Championships. And a good job by Shadeen Yazzie once again to show that great defense. Was able to force a window rock turnover. And the Wildcats up by 5 here as we start the second quarter. Look to add to their lead. 15-10, Chinle in front of the Fighting Scouts. Here's Shadeen on the drive and has it ripped from her hands, knocked out of bounds. Good job defensively. Maya Bell Begay was there for Window Rock and others. Maya Bell joins Robbie Togalai out there on the floor, plus Michaela Roanhorse. She's out there. So is Militia Nez. And Caitlin Balone, who has 2 early fouls. Back on the floor for the Lady Scouts. Aisha Ashley. Good job, good move, good post move down low, but her shot was too strong, and now she'll force one out of bounds. Great defense by Aisha. She was able to force it out and almost got her team possession of the basketball. Window Rock will have it. 15-10. The Scouts bring it up in the front court. Roanhorse Pass taken away by who else? Shadeen Yazzie, who is just hammered from the. Well, I don't think Caitlin meant to throw into a full-on header, and Shadeen gets up and she's kind of got a laugh going, so she's all right. Now I think that's shooting foul. No, not a shooting foul. I guess she actually wasn't in the act of shooting, and Caitlin picks up her third foul. I think it looks worse than it really was. I don't think she meant to knock her to the ground completely. I think she was just trying to influence the shot some. And clearly unwilling to give up the easy basket inbound, and the Quintrell Curley attempt is no good, and then Quintrell will knock it out of bounds. The Scouts will have it again. Well, that ball almost taken right back by the Wildcats. We've been kind of stuck on 15-10 for a while. There is a takeaway. Look at Aisha showing the open court skills. The great handles after the steal and the speed. And a bucket for Aisha Ashley. Bobby Tonkalai still unable to get her offense going as she misses that shot from downtown. And then immediately a foul called on Desiree Nelson. Desiree's first foul. Good defense in backcourt by the Fighting Scouts. Kind of threw a wild shot up. That might have drawn a two-shot foul. And the lady that committed the foul is Lindsay Yazzie. And indeed, it's a two-shot foul. Off the miss. Scouts have the basketball, now taken back by Koa Yazzie. So it's Chinle, and they'll push it up the floor. Lindsay Yazzie on the attack. In the paint, it goes up. Beautifully done by Lindsay. Kind of got the sense that she was going to go for it all the way, didn't you?
Checking in for the shot will be number 54, Chinle Allen. Also coming in will be number 32, Caitlin Malone for the Scout.
Well, there's a steal by Caitlin Malone. And the Scouts will look to finish. Too strong. No good. Quintrell Curley on the rebound. Chinle up the floor. Curley at the free throw line. The no look to Yazzie on the baseline. She'll try to go with the reverse. No, nothing happening there. Good defense. Cut her off. Rona Horse was there. So was Shyla Allen from Window Rock. And into the game comes Ashlyn Lynch. For Chinle, also checking in as Shadeen Yazzie, replacing Lindsay Yazzie. Shadeen looks to throw in. Contact. Tonkalai almost broke up that pass, but Benali picked it up. In the paint, Benali, she tried to feed Quintrell Curley, and it was taken away. The Fighting Scouts going with a 2-on-1 up the floor, and that's a nice finish. Well, Tonkalai got the assist. Shyla Allen got the points for the Fighting Scouts. And there's the answer by Quintrell Curley for the Wildcats. They lead it right now, 21-13. Talkalai. And her pass underneath to Allen. That's going to get away from the Scouts. Oh, nice hesitation on the sideline. And the runner is up and good for Ashlyn Lynch. Ashlyn has a big 3 to her credit earlier, and then that play right there, she was able to get by the defender coming up into front court with that hesitation move of hers, the little stutter step, and then finished off nicely. Lob underneath. Nope, that's going to go back outside for 3. Talkalai. She still can't find her first points of the game. Brought down by Quintrell Curley. 2-on-1. Here come the Cats. And Tamira Baya fouled on her way up. Tamira headed the foul line for 2 shots for the Wildcats. And the lady that got her was Robbie Talkalai.
Going to the line to shoot 2 will be number 13, Tamira Baya.
Robbie's first foul today. Team fouls are like this. Window Rock has 7. Chinle has 4. And Tamira Baya is going to take some time pounding that basketball into the hardwood floor here at the Wildcat Den, and she sinks the shot. That went off the mark. Rebound, Aisha Ashley. And Aisha has the points. Benali tips the entry pass. Scouts have it for a moment anyway, and then it's tied up. And there's Benali again getting involved in the action. LaShante Benali. Ashlyn Lynch feeds Ashley inside, and she's got 2 shots on the way. Well, we saw 2 years ago when Aisha was a sophomore, it seems like she lived at the free throw line. She's got a pretty distinct ability to get there. She drew a foul from Michaela Roanhorse just now to get to the line, and that shot is good.
Number 23, Koa Yagi, and number 11, Brittany Mitsui.
And this one from Ashley is up and good. More than halfway through the second quarter, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at halftime. 15-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. And Aisha breaks up a pass, but then throws it away into front court. Michaela Roanhorse, the steal for Window Rock. Inside, trying to make something happen. That was a little bit of a forced shot by Militia Nez, and it wouldn't go in. The Scouts are starting to feel some pressure. They've got a lot of time, but boy, I tell you, if LaShante Benali and team and company are going to keep doing stuff like that, it is going to end up being a short night for Window Rock, and we might start pressing that panic button early. Robbie Talkalai, scoreless, gives it up left side to Roanhorse for 3, and that's a big make for the Lady Scouts. They needed that shot. 30-16. Chinle comfortably in front. Also into the game now is Brittany Bitsui, and she gives up the pass to Lindsay Yazzie. Scoop shot on the baseline, no good. Follow shot is good by Aisha Ashley. And Aisha is limping her way back on defense. So let's take a look at that. Let's watch closely what's going on with Aisha. As Caitlin Balone misses, but her teammate is there to put it in. Good job by Militia Nez. Who's there, scooped it up, and dropped it off the glass. For the Lady Scouts, down by 14 right now. Ashley at the top. And Aisha on the drive. Gets hacked by Nez. Well, they're going to say Roanhorse, but that Roanhorse wasn't anywhere near it, I don't think. As we look at that replay right there, maybe I missed something. But that is the third foul on Roanhorse now. And that's big trouble. Aisha Ashley missed the foul shot for Wildcats. A big first half for Chinle. 98 seconds remain in the first half. And Aisha makes that shot. She'll come out of the game after the make. Shandine Yazzie replaces her. Joining Brittany Bitsui, Lindsay Yazzie, Koa Yazzie, and Ashlyn Lynch out on the floor for the final 95 seconds for the Wildcats. Winterrock with Caitlin Balone inside to Militia Nez. Militia is going to head to the foul line. She got it knocked from her hands. Two-shot foul on the way. That's Ashlyn Lynch picking up the foul. Militia Nez, Robbie Tonkalai, Caitlin Balone also on the floor for Winterrock, Vivica Lewis, and the final is Militia Nelson. Maybe that's Militia Nelson. One way or the other, foul shot is up and good for Nez. And Militia makes the second. Koyazi into front court. Off to Shandine, back to Koa. She tried to find her way to the baseline, cut off. Shandine Yazzie on the drive, blocked. Good defense by Militia Nelson, but her pass is taken away by Ashlyn Lynch. We'll get a whistle and a push from behind. It's Vivica Lewis picking up the foul. .7 seconds remain in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report on the way, everybody. We'll take a look again at the brackets. That shot good for Koa. Perfect on the second try as well. Scouts three-pointer no good, but a terrific job by Militia Nelson to follow her shot and get the two when the three wouldn't go in for her. Lead down to 13 points steal. And the outlet pass is going to be a little bit too long. Good defense by Militia Nez, but that's out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats for the final 31 seconds of the first half. Inbound to Lindsay Yazzie. She got away with a double dribble right in front of us. Taken away. Scouts are going to have it. Drive shot good. Militia Nelson. Little comeback going on right now for Winterrock and a foul in backcourt. That'll be on Nelson. Take a look at the replay just a moment ago. Ball just taken right away by Nelson, and she finished strong for the Fighting Scouts. Then committed the foul, and here's Brittany Bitsui at the free throw line. And the foul shot is good for Brittany. So the score here is 36-24. Final 15 seconds remaining after the miss. Rebound. Clock starts again. Offensive rebound. Bitsui on the baseline and tied up. Now 9 seconds remaining. Inbound, Caitlin Ballone. Up the floor it goes. 6 seconds. Vivica's pass taken away by Lindsay Ozzie, and she didn't realize she had another second and a half. She could have taken another couple of steps closer. It didn't come up too far short on the shot attempt, but then there was a whistle before time expired. So I guess Winterrock's going to have 1.1 seconds remaining to close out the half. We'll see if they can get a shot off. I have my doubts. Inbound, well, they're going to get an open look. And the shot is up. I believe that they're going to say the release was beforehand. It doesn't matter. It didn't go in, but they did get a final shot at it before we go into the Mountain Mobile Autoglass halftime report here on our broadcast. At the end of the first half, the Chinle Lady Wildcats lead Winterrock 36-24. Stand by. It's Northland basketball in the 3A North Region Championships. From the Wildcat Den, brought to you by Choice Wireless. Halftime on the way next. Don't go anywhere.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
The year was 2011. Tim Tebow was still playing quarterback in high school, but he was about to become a legend. With his team behind 17-0, he was tackled and broke his leg. Despite the excruciating pain, he told his coach, "Don't take me out of the game, I want to play." Tim led his team back and scored the game-winning touchdown on a 20-yard run. The start of the Tim Tebow legend. This is Sports Zone Radio's Byron Brown with a message from Beeler Orthodontics in Sholo. A message to every young White Mountains athlete to never give up. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Your hardworking friends at Ace Hardware are always on standby when you need them, and the Ace Hardware stores in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overguard are fully stocked to get you through the depths of winter. Snow removal, ice melt, heaters, ladders, outdoor power equipment, and power tools from names you trust like DeWalt and Milwaukee. The helpful hardware people can be counted on for world-class customer service. So you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal at your White Mountain Ace Hardware locations. Find them in Sholo, Pine Top, and Heber Overguard.
Our Valentine's Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Autoglass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons.
Wow!
First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales Restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full-service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Autoglass today, 536-5972.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Yes, it is, and do disregard the football footage right there on our halftime open. We just never had an opportunity to get basketball footage into that open, but it's still the Mountain Mobile Autoglass halftime report, everybody, and I thank you for joining us from our courtside location at the Wildcat Den. My name is Floyd Simmons, and it's a thrill to have you with us along for the ride today as we cover the first round, day one of the 2022 3A North Region Basketball Championships. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And out on the floor, the Winter Rock boys are getting some warm-up in. They'll be playing coming up here in a little bit. And we'll have broadcast coverage of our final game after this girls' game that's underway right now, and the Chinle Lady Wildcats lead Winter Rock 36-24. And we are in the process of updating our scorebook from the first half. So I appreciate your patience, because I had some issues with the rosters to start the game, and I'm not just quite ready for you folks yet, but I thank you for being here. And in a moment, we'll also take a look for you at the – we're going to take a look at the brackets. How does that sound? We'll do that just as soon as we possibly can. Aisha Ashley had a strong second quarter for the Lady Wildcats. And, well, I believe she's at 10 points, but I'm not positive. We're going to see if the book reconciles itself here after I am able to get all the numbers entered. And by the way, you're wondering why am I pausing as I'm speaking? It is because I'm trying to get the numbers all right for you. And I believe I finally got them right. Let's see here. Now we're going to check here and make sure everything is together. 36-24, the lead right now. I have Aisha Ashley leading the way for the Wildcats with 10 points. Shandi Niazi has 8 points, including a couple of threes that she made early on in the first quarter. Ashlyn Lynch with 5 points for the Wildcats. Lashante Benali with 4 points. Tamira Rabaya has 3. Both Koi Yazi and Quintrell Curley have 2 points, as does Lindsay Yazi. 2 points for Lindsay and a single point for Brittany Bitsui. For the Fighting Scouts, they're led by Militia Nez with 8 points. Milicia Nelson has 6 points. I know I'm getting those pronunciations wrong. I believe maybe it's Militia Nez and Militia Nelson. I think. Michaela Roanhorse has 5 points. Tashaila Allen with 4 points. And Jamie So has a single point for the Winter Rock Lady Scouts. And that's what it looks like right now at halftime. How about the brackets as we are into Game 3 of our coverage here? Well, earlier today, it was the number 3 Alchesay Lady Falcons knocking off Tuba City 37-35. So with the victory, the Falcons are going to move on to a... Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome when you can't get the social media page to pop up? That's just incredible. Because with that, there we go. There, the bottom of my screen was cut off. Okay. With the Alchesay victory over Tuba, the Lady Falcons are going to take on Monument Valley tomorrow at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock tomorrow, first game of the day. We'll have broadcast coverage of that. It'll be Alchesay versus Monument Valley. Number 3 Alchesay, number 2 Monument Valley. Winner of this game here will face the number 1 seed, the Page Lady Sand Devils, at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We'll have coverage of that as well. So that's what the girls' bracket looks like. On the boys' side, 1 game so far in the books. That was a Tuba City victory over Alchesay, 64-47. And so for the boys, it looks like this so far tomorrow. This is what we know. Tuba City will take on Monument Valley. Number 3 Tuba City versus number 2 Monument Valley. The winner of the later game tonight, The 4-seed Page versus the 5-seed Window Rock will play the number 1-seeded Chinle Wildcats tomorrow at 7:30 p.m., the final game of day number 2 of the 3A North Region Basketball Championships. So with that said, I'm going to bring you back to this again and remind you that our halftime score is Chinle 37, Chinle 36, Window Rock 24. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. This wraps up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Second half begins right after this. Stand by.
Our Valentine Day promotion continues, and right now you could get $1,000 cash back and your choice to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons live in concert. Right now at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, our Valentine promotion not only includes a chance to win $1,000 cash, but also 2 tickets to see Country Music Entertainer of the Year Eric Church or Academy Award winner Imagine Dragons.
Wow!
First, everyone will get 2 delicious dinners at Los Corrales Restaurant.
Yes!
Then take your Valentine to the movies with 2 free movie passes at the WME theaters. Or you can still choose full service car washes at Octopus Car Wash or $100 certificate for window tint. And everyone's name goes in the hat to be drawn for $1,000 cash and concert tickets to see Eric Church or Imagine Dragons. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass today, 536-5972.
Second half underway on this one. This girls matchup in the 3A North Region Basketball Championships. With coverage provided by Choice NTUA Wireless. We welcome you, everybody. Back into the action. And a near steal for the Lady Wildcats. So Window Rock will have the basketball. I'm going to probably be required. Probably going to be required to take a little bit of time off here in the third period with my voice. I'm just feeling it. It's getting worse and worse as I go along. Here's a steal for the Wildcats. Lindsay Yazzie. Koa Yazzie trying to go along that baseline. They're going to get her for traveling. Let's check the starters for the second half for the Wildcats. Koa Yazzie, Lindsay Yazzie, Shondine Yazzie. All 3 starting the second half. LaShante Benali and Aisha Ashley, who had that 10-point first half to lead the Wildcats. And Benali a steal on a Robbie Togalai pass into the paint. Lindsay Yazzie down low to Shondine. The turnaround, no good on the baseline, but there is Benali with the putback. LaShante with her first points of the second half. Here's Robbie Togalai. Drives, dish, shot good. Nice mid-range jumper for Desiree Nelson. It's Desiree's first points of the game. Desiree, Robbie Togalai start the second half along with Caitlin Balone for Window Rock. There's Michaela Roanhorse as well out there. And Militia Nez. Those are your 5 starters. And out goes Caitlin Balone, and in comes Militia Nez. For the Fighting Scouts, Nez has the ball. Roanhorse into front court. And she was trying to find her teammate, Militia Nez, underneath, but the ball was tipped away by one of the other Lady Scouts, and that gave an opportunity for the Wildcats to get it back. Lindsay Yazzie working on the baseline. Contact, but no foul, and then a ball out of bounds. That is off Window Rock. Here comes the inbound. Lindsay looking. And the inbound to Aisha Ashley is tipped out. It's a good job defensively by Militia Nez. How about a shout out to one of our good friends, Brent Jones, BJ. He's one of the Choice Wireless staff, one of their great employees. And if you were to ask Brent, he'd say they're their greatest employee. I don't know. I'm not going to disagree with you, Brent. I just appreciate you being out there in the audience on the broadcast, tuning in, listening in. And thank you to great people like Brent Jones and that awesome Choice Wireless team for their partnership here at Sports Zone Radio. Our ability to cover Northland basketball made particularly possible by their partnership. We're going to get a foul on Militia Nelson. Second foul in the game on Nelson. And this free throw on the way for Koa is no good.
Number 23. My bad. Number 23, Koa Yazi.
So good to hear from you, Brent. And thank you, everybody, for being along with us today on this one. Game number 3 of our broadcast coverage on day 1 from the 3A North Region Basketball Championships. Long pass up the floor and a block shot by Aisha Ashley. And there's Aisha coming out of the pack with the ball, showing those great skills that she's got. You know, Aisha's at the next level, and I do believe she's a next level player, and I certainly hope that's in her plans. Aisha is going to have to handle the ball a lot and probably not be a post player at that next level. So we watch Desiree Nelson with her second third quarter basket, and a takeaway by Militia Nelson. There's a LaShante Benali foul, a physical foul here near the sideline. Well, that's the third foul of the game on Benali. So she checks out of the game. Nope, she's going to stay in the game. 3 fouls. Lindsay Yazzie left, and so did Shandine Yazzie. They left the game. Benali remains along with Koa Yazzie. Quintrell Curley is back out on the floor for the Wildcats. Tamira Baya is in the game as well. Ashlyn Lynch checks in. And for the first time today, here, well, no, the second time, Jamie So. Jamie is on the floor, takes a little shovel pass, missed the jump shot. Grabs a rebound, shovels it out to her teammate. So Jamie comes into the game making contributions already for Fighting Scouts to the high post. Almost a takeaway. Militia Nez had to save the ball. Lob inside, tipped around, and eventually, look at the action on the floor out there. Ashlyn Lynch has the basketball. Ashlyn attacking, and she is fouled. 2 shots on the way for Ashlyn Lynch. And the guilty party is Militia Nez. That's the first of the game on Militia. And Ashlyn unable to connect on the free throw.
Militia Nelson. Also, number 54 checking in.
Well, the Fighting Scouts are going to make some changes, and among those, Tashyla Allen has come back into the game. We'll see if Ashlyn Lynch can hit this one. She does, makes the second. Our score here, 40-28. The Lady Wildcats out in front. Roan Horse has the ball in front court. And for the Fighting Scouts, Maya Bell Begay has come back out onto the floor. There's some movement to the right baseline and a foul that will send the Scouts to the line for a couple of shots. It's Quintrell Curley guilty. First foul of the game on Quintrell Curley.
Second back in for Chinle will be number 35.
Nelson gets it done at the line on the first try. Here comes Militia Nez back on the floor, replacing Maya Bell. And that second free throw is good for Militia Nez. Into front court, Ashlyn Lynch. Picked up by Robbie Tonkalai. Boy, we just haven't mentioned Robbie's name yet, have we? She hasn't scored in the game yet. I mean, Robbie, capable of, I don't know, 30, 40 points a night. Just hadn't got her offense going yet. But Aisha Ashley has gotten going, and now she's got 12 points after the make it timeout. And we take one as well here. Let's get a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center, 12-point Wildcat lead. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Bus and EMT parking will be reserved.
And thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They will present the Sports on Radio's Player of the Game at the conclusion of this one. Okay. Here's the drive. That shot no good. Tipped out, controlled by
Number 22, Milicia Nelson.
Sorry about that. Is it Milicia Nelson? Is that the correct pronunciation? I see that, Stacy Begay. I see that. Is it Milicia? I hope it is. She, by the way, trying to get a rebound right there. Well, I don't want to just say her last name. I want to say the first name right. Somebody said Misha. Is it Misha? Is that short? Help me out, Stacy. We'll get it right for you eventually. Eventually, I get it right. It may take me a while. 3 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter, and a pass inside tipped away. That was good defense. Out of Wildcats, Tamira Rabaya, who's come into the Wildcat lineup. Here's the inbound. And the shot up, and the shot good for Nelson. Is that Misha? Ashlyn Lynch able to beat the press. Lindsay Yazzie back to Lynch. Cut off on the baseline. Outside to Baya. She lost the dribble for a second. Out to Lindsay Yazzie for three. That's no good. Ashley, rebound, put back, good. That was an interesting little shot from distance for Aisha. Michaela Ronhorst misses. And the putback is good for Militia Nez. On the baseline, here's Aisha. Inside, her pass gets away off the hands of Lindsay Yazzie. Koa Yazzie, Shadeen Yazzie checking back into the game for Baya and for Ashley. Fighting Scouts also bring in several fresh new players. Desiree Nelson is back into the game. Here's Robbie Talkalai bringing it up. Maya Belbegay has the ball. The pull-up jump shot, no good. Tipped out, Ashlyn Lynch. She's going to go into front court by herself and has it taken away. Talkalai. And it's punched out from behind, but controlled by the Scouts. Well, that pass taken away. Here comes Ashlyn. A little jump stop in the paint. Had it knocked out of her hands. Desiree Nelson. The defenses are in charge right now. Long pass up the floor, and that's out of bounds. Turnover. Minute 17 on the clock here in the third quarter. And it's 44-36. Well, the game is well within reach right now for the Lady Scouts. Let's say hi to Rosita Cascoli, watching from Cameron, Wyoming. Never heard of it. But I'll bet if it's Wyoming, I'll bet it's beautiful. Another steal. Ronhorst the steal for the Fighting Scouts. Gets the return pass from Talkalai. Begay in trouble. Oh, beautiful pass. Beautiful assist on Maya Bell. And that's a basket for Militia Nez. 43 seconds on the clock, third quarter. Scouts have gone to within 6. Long three on the way, and that's Lashante Benali with the miss. Thought it might bounce in after that tall bounce, might go in. Fighting Scouts want a timeout as they make their way back in here at the end of the third quarter. So they grab a timeout, we will as well. This is Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. In the final minute of the quarter here, it's 44-38. The Wildcats in front of Winter Rock. Stand by.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Your smile says a lot about you, and it can tell your story. Beeler Orthodontics would like to help you tell that story and give you something to truly smile about. Josh Beeler and his team are passionate about their work, and it shows in the personalized care they give each patient. Dr. Beeler's down-to-earth style and relaxed approach makes him perfect to serve young children, teens, and adults. Are you ready for Beeler Orthodontics to help you tell your story? Call them at 537-7775. Beeler Orthodontics. Live life with a smile.
Back to the action. Thank you for the shout out there, Rex Begay, to the Choice Wireless Network for broadcasting these games. We are broadcasting on the Choice Wireless broadband network, and they're doing a great job. Here from the Wildcat Den, we're going to get a timeout again. Another timeout from Winter Rock from the bench. Boy, that was very quick. So we close out this third quarter and grab another quick timeout. Somebody watching from Albuquerque, Jerry Johns, thank you for checking in. Ella Farrell says, thank you, Sports Zone. Thank you for checking in out there. A comment on our Facebook page. Big thanks. Somebody from Kayenta, Bert Interpreter, watching from Kayenta. Well, thanks for being there, Bert. Lucas Sandoval watching from Phoenix. Hey, Lucas. Good to have you. Wayne Begay says, good evening from Gallup, New Mexico. Go Scouts. Chrissy Mata watching from the Hopi Reservation. Thanks for being there, Chrissy. Judy Armstrong watching from Cedar Creek. AC Curtis watching from Page. Shane Yazzie, we know Shane Yazzie saying, let's go. He must be talking to the Lady Wildcats, right? Right, Shane? 14 seconds left, third quarter. Scouts working the ball around on the perimeter, looking for that shot. Inside it goes, but the takeaway, Lashante Benali, and then a foul. And I believe it was Benali who got the steal and then pushed off. Is going to be the unpopular call here. Some of the Wildcat fans did not appreciate that, but the push-off was identified by the official, and as we close out this third quarter, 6 seconds remain in the period. 6-point difference. Scouts bring it in. There's Roan Horse. Now 3 seconds. Robbie Talkalai looking for her first points. Outside, Balone, not in time. I don't think she released it in time anyway. Didn't go in, and that's the end of the third quarter. A good one for the Lady Scouts as they work their way back into this thing and get it down to a 6-point Wildcat lead. 44-38, fourth quarter on the way. In this big matchup, Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Back to the tournament and the fourth quarter right after this. Stand by.
Choice NTUA Wireless now has the best tribal lifeline phone service on the Navajo Nation. Unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included with your benefit. You can't beat unlimited. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations in Chinle, Dilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Insurance is a must, but that doesn't mean you must go broke just paying for it. Contact Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance for a game plan on saving more of your money. Joe and his team offer home, life, auto insurance, and more. With Joe as your insurance quarterback, you'll score big each and every time. And with State Farm cheering you on, how can you lose? Joe Bjorn State Farm Insurance, providing blanket coverage of the entire White Mountains. Call Joe at 928-536-7101. That's 928-536-7101.
Folks, if you want to take a look at the bracket, you can go on the Choice NTUA Wireless Facebook page. You'll find the bracket there. And you'll be able to keep tabs on what's happening. Earlier today, the Tuba City Lady Warriors lost to Alchesay. Tuba City, the number 6 seed. Alchesay, the 3 seed. Alchesay will move on and play the number 2 Monument Valley Lady Mustangs tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We'll have game coverage for you here at Sports Zone Radio as well. Winner of this game will play at 6 p.m. tomorrow night against the number 1 seed, the Page Lady Sand Devils. Collision. Winter Rock Lady Scouts ran into each other there. They got the ball. Oh, nice move. The reverse did not go in for Nez, but it was a great move nonetheless. Scouts battling, fighting, trying to get possession of the basketball. Into the fourth quarter we go. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. 2022 3A North Region Basketball Championships. Underneath to Aisha Ashley. And she just powered her way up to that bucket. And Aisha has 16 points in the game so far. Chinle 46, Winter Rock 38, and Robbie Tokalai cannot connect on that 3.
You're not wearing them, please put them on.
Not a Robbie Tokalai-like performance at all tonight. And Lindsay Yazzie gets called for the travel. Winter Rock will have the ball back in the boys tournament. Boys bracket, there's one game already completed. Tuba City beat Alchesay just before this game. Final score 64-47. Tuba City will face Monument Valley's boys tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon. Monument Valley, the number 2 seed in the tournament. Shondine Yazzie's basket good. The Wildcats getting separation here in the fourth quarter. Scored the first 4 points of this fourth period, and they lead right now, 48-38. Oh, Shondine Yazzie's defense. Impenetrable as she blocks that shot out. And in fact, knocked it off of the Lady Scout there, and so Chinle is going to have the basketball. Well, I'm going to say this as we start this fourth quarter. Too early to name the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game, but I think the 2 leading candidates right now are Aisha Ashley for the offense she has produced. She leads the way with 16 points. And that lady right there who is going to get it, and I think an inadvertent assist as she feeds the ball to Quintra Curley. I'm talking about Shondine Yazzie. Shondine today has 10 points, a couple of threes made back in the first quarter, but her defense, and she's right there on top of that play to force the ball out of bounds. Shondine Yazzie's defense has been extraordinary, as it has been most of the time when we've seen her during the season. I'm just going to say she's my favorite defender in the North. I think she's the best. She's going to give some help side right there, and here is the inbound for Winter Rock. Left side, that's Roanhorse with it. Misha gives it up, and a long 3 for Robbie Tokalai. Off the glass! First points of the game for Robbie. And I'm not sure that I would have guessed that her points would come this late in the game, and they would have happened like that, off the glass. Well, if she can get hot in the final 5 minutes, that's going to be big for Winter Rock. And a steal. Takeaway by Nelson. Up the floor it goes. And Winter Rock tried to save it in, could not. So it's back to the Wildcats, 50-41. Chinle in front. So as I said earlier, Tuba City's boys with a win today will play the number 2 seed Monument Valley tomorrow at 4:30. There's one more boys game to be played tonight. That's the 4th seed, Page, versus the number 5 seed, Winter Rock. And the winner of that game plays tomorrow night at 7:30 against the top-seeded Chinle boys. It's been an amazing season in the North. Lead changes at the top of the standings. I mean, you know, 6-ish, 7-ish games into the region season. Who would have guessed that Tuba City's boys would not win the North? I guess maybe the Chinle boys might have guessed that. They might have said, hey, listen, it's going to be us. Nelson's free throw is good. That's got Winter Rock back within 8. And that one is going to rim off, no good. Battle for the rebound, brought down by Quintrell Curley. Off to Ashlyn Lynch. Trapped in backcourt. Curley back to Lynch. Dangerous pass, almost taken back by the Scouts. It's Myra Baya on the drive, and it's kicked out by Vivica Lewis.
Checking in for Chinle, number 35, Lindsay Osley.
Timeout grabbed by Coach McCurtain and the Wildcats.
Timeout Chinle.
So we go timeout as well. Northland basketball in the 3A North Region Basketball Championship presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice Broadband, you can get an even better internet plan for your home. Our fastest speeds are only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations near you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thank you to Sean Martin, the athletic director at Chinle High School, and his great staff for their hospitality here to Sports Zone Radio. And Tamira Baya, closely guarded by Robbie Toglai, is able to get the pass away. Tough man-to-man Winter Rock defense. Ashlyn Lynch got open, but her shot is no good. And the Wildcats get the rebound. 50-42, Chinle in front, 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in regulation. Aisha Ashley outside Ashlyn Lynch. Wildcats taking a lot of time down on this possession. And a good job by Roanhorst to get in front of a pass, but the Wildcats get it back. Forced shot, no good. Rebound, Lindsay Yazzie, who got fouled. And it's Vivica Lewis committing the foul.
Checking in for the Cats will be number 20, Sandeep Yazzie. For the Scouts, we have number 54.
Vivica leaves the floor. Tashaila Allen comes in for Window Rock, and Lindsay Yazzie throws the ball in for the Wildcats. Lynch at the top. Her pass is going to glance off of Shandine Yazzie. And out of bounds. Back to Window Rock. Been stuck on this score, it seems like, for a little while, 50-42. Scouts bring it up into front court. And a long two on the way that's no good. Tied up. Jump ball. Wildcat basketball. The clock is becoming a bit of a problem for Window Rock. Oh, a pass taken away by Robbie. Good defense by Tokalai. In the paint, and Aisha Ashley going to steal it back. Out of the pack she comes. Aisha, shot good. Big make by Aisha, and it was keyed by her own defense. Great job by Ashley, and there's a miss from outside. Tokalai couldn't connect. Oh, beautiful pass. Unfinished. Tokalai's follow also not good. Boy, Winter Rock has just been hard luck tonight around the basket. Did you see that pass a moment ago? My goodness, was that Nelson on the pass? Here's a whistle. And a technical foul on the Fighting Scots bench. Not sure what happened. I didn't hear anything, but obviously the officials did hear something come from the Fighting Scots bench. Into the game comes Maya Belbegay, or eventually she'll check into the game. Shondine Yazzie at the line, and that shot is good. Shondine has 11 points. Her teammate, Aisha Ashley, with 18 points. So, folks, we got 3 minutes left, and it's 53-42. If we get to a point where we feel like this game is we can call the game. I think it's too early right now. The Scouts could definitely come back from this. Although 2 foul shots made and possession to the Wildcats, this could be the turning point, the tipping point to the game. But we get about another minute in. If it looks like this game is going to be closed out by the Wildcats, then we're going to let you tell us who the Sports Zone Radio player of the game ought to be. How's that? We'll let you vote on it again. Had Aisha Ashley, the high point lady for the Wildcats, at 18 points. Shondine Yazzie with 11, but her defense, Shondine's defense, wow. Another amazing defensive game played. As we get the third foul on Nelson. Inbound for the Wildcats. Ashlyn Lynch at the top. Gets a screen from Quintrell Curley, but nowhere to go with it. Quintrell picks up the dribble. Tough defense out there. That's Robbie Talkley. And then timeout taken by the Wildcats. Coach Francine McCurtain want to keep that possession. Grabs that very quick timeout. Let's get a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio player of the game, White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And a 12-point Wildcat lead. Stand by.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO. Experienced physicians and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Hey, thanks to all those great people out there watching and participating and commenting on our Facebook page. Thank you for that. Somebody said watching from Camarillo, California. Watching from Page. Thank you for that. Watching from Dallas, Texas, Micah Sandoval. Thank you. Spending some time. Shout out to the Scouts from Hard Rock. Rich Lefty from Kaibato checking in. Somebody else watching from Corino Canyon, wherever that might be. I don't know where that is. Say go Scouts and go Jamie. Somebody watching from the Denny's in Chinle. Hey, I'm going to be eating breakfast there tomorrow morning at the Denny's in Chinle. Maybe even dinner tonight, who knows. Inbound for the Wildcats, 2.5 minutes remaining, and Aisha throws one up from the baseline, and she is headed to the foul line. Somebody said great game from Tahajili, New Mexico. Well, I know I didn't say that right. Somebody from Phoenix, Ann B. Begay. Aisha makes that shot. And they're both good for Ashley. She's got 20 points on the night for the Cats, 56-42. Wildcat lead. Somebody checking in from Fort Washakie, Wyoming. Wow. Great to have you in the audience out there. Is it Tamara Baya? Is that how I'm supposed to say that? G? My apologies on that. I'm just trying to go with the best interpretation of the spelling that I can. Somebody else watching from Durango, Colorado checked in. Carolina Cly, thank you. Checking in there. Somebody from Pueblo, Colorado. Birdie Sosi. Deandra Teller from Moab, Utah. Thank you for joining our audience. People all over the country. Somebody said Shondine is Shane Yazi's little sister. Tanya D said that. My babies. Okay, Tanya. Well, Shondine is one incredible defensive player. Every once in a while you come across a player that is as fun to watch playing defense as anybody on the other side shooting the rock. That's Shondine. Here's the three on the way. That one is going to be off the mark for Robbie. Finding Scouts get the rebound in the corner. Out to Roanhorse and Robbie again for three. This one goes in. Good to see. Not sure how much it's going to really make a difference in the end here with an 11-point Wildcat lead and under 90 seconds left, but good to see anyway. Robbie Talkline needs to shoot her way out of a bit of a slump. Hanging to Floyd Cheney watching from White River. Somebody in Window Rock watching on their TV. There you go. Blanding, Utah checking in. Thank you for that. Watching from OJ. Where's OJ? Another Albuquerque checking in. Watching from Minnesota, cheering for the Wildcats. Augusta Oak Grove. All right. Checking in from Winslow. Go Shondine Sky. Somebody said Aisha is a goat. Kyla Kay says that. You know what? Not going to argue with that. Timeout on the floor, everybody, with 55 seconds remaining in regulation. Team Wagner watching from Tempe, Arizona. Got Thomasine Benali watching from Portland, Oregon. There you go. Love it. Somebody said watching. Julio Charlie says, excuse me, says watching from outside the stadium. Okay. Good to have you with us. Proud Chinle High School alumni cheering the Wildcats on from Kirtland, New Mexico. Got to vote for Aisha Ashley as the player of the game, making excellent shots. Grand Canyon Village, Arizona. Jesse checking in out there. Somebody else watching from Saskatoon, Canada. Good to have you with us. Checking in from NAU. Watching from Inscription House, Arizona. Coming back from Woodhalling. There you go. Get some hard work done, Samuel Begay. Larea Black, hello, watching from Flagstaff. Says, great live stream. You can thank Choice NTUA Wireless for the great network and the live stream. Eddie Dunn watching from Frankfurt, Germany. It's 3:44 in the morning out there in Frankfurt. Good to have you with us. Somebody voting for Chinle's number 32, that's Aisha. The Sports Zone Radio player of the game. Also, Gail McCabe watching from Tempe, Arizona, home of the ASU Sun Devils. Says, go Wildcats. Verlin from Sells, Arizona, checking in. Thank you, Verl. Or Verlin. Eddie Dunn stationed in Frankfurt, Germany. All right. Well, the votes right now are favoring Aisha Ashley. And the lady at the free throw line just sank one. That's Lindsay Yazzie. And that one good as well for Lindsay. Final 50 seconds right here in this one. We'll have the boys matchup coming up, Page and Window Rock. Final game of the day. And a pass at Sales. Sales out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats, looking for help. Lindsay Yazzie takes the inbound pass. 40 seconds remain. Shondine in the front court. Wildcats are going to win, and based on the votes that we've gotten so far, it looks like Aisha Ashley is your Sports Zone Radio player of the game. 20-point night so far. Inside to Quintrell Curley, shot blocked, out of bounds. Wildcats will have an inbound. We might see maybe another basket from Aisha before this one is all done, although I would expect the Wildcats to just try to run the clock out. Comes in top of the key into Koa Yazzie, and she is fouled by Robbie. Well, the fourth foul in the game on Talkalai, though I don't know that it's of any consequence with 23 seconds remaining. This is Koa Yazi at the line, and it's no good on the 1-and-1. Take back, Wildcats. Ashley gonna bring it out, 10 seconds. Not looking for a shot. Outside to Quintrell Curley. Final seconds will tick off. Koa's gonna give it a shot at the buzzer. No good. Wildcats come up with a 13-point win over the Window Rock Lady Scouts. Final score 58-45 in Game 3 of our broadcast coverage today. Got one more left here, and I want to remind you that coming up after our postgame wrap-up and our official announcement of the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, we will cut the broadcast again and start a new one. We'll start a whole new, fresh broadcast. You'll have to refresh and look for it on our Facebook or YouTube channels. Does it make sense?
So, ladies and gentlemen,
I certainly hope it does. So let's grab a timeout here, and we'll get on to our postgame wrap-up here in just a moment from the Wildcat Den. The Lady Wildcats over the Window Rock Fighting Scouts, 58-45. And the wrap-up, the conclusion of this one is next. Here it's Northland basketball from the 3A North Region Basketball Championships presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Get connected at home and on the go with Choice NTUA Wireless and Choice Broadband, the best tribal lifeline phone and internet services on the Navajo Nation. On the go, get unlimited data, calling, texting, and picture messaging from the Choice NTUA Wireless Network every month included in your lifeline benefit. You can't beat unlimited wireless service. At home, get our fastest speeds for only $49.99 per month for the first 6 months. You can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband network for our lowest price yet. No one covers the Navajo Nation better than we do. Visit one of our Choice NTUA wireless locations in Chinle, Jilcon, Fort Defiance, Kayenta, Shiprock, or Tuba City to see if you qualify today. Choice NTUA Wireless, Navajo-owned, Navajo-proud, and an enthusiastic supporter of our youth sports on the Navajo Nation.
New car production is increasing, and dealer inventories are on the rise. As new car inventory rises, used car prices will start to fall. Now is the perfect time to trade in your current vehicle and get top dollar before the prices start to drop. Hatch Toyota has been keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years, and we're not going to stop now. Even though new car allocations are up from last year, your used car is still worth more than ever. It's still the best time to trade in your old ride and get top dollar. Come in, get an instant appraisal and offer, and we'll write you a check on the spot or apply it as a trade value for a new 2022 Hatch Toyota. And we have the inventory. Now's the time to turn your old car vehicle into a payday. We're not just saying it, we're paying it.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Show Low.
Offers on approved credit through Toyota Financial Services. Excludes government and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Time now for the Northland Basketball Wrap-Up Show. A look back at tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Back to wrap things up here, courtside at the Wildcat Den, everybody. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call. Thank you for the great comments, the nice compliments you've given us on our Facebook feed. Do appreciate that, everybody. And thank you for watching our broadcast coverage of the 3A North Region Basketball Championships presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. It's time for us to announce the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. Well, we kind of did that already, didn't we, down the stretch in the fourth quarter? Aisha Ashley, the great senior for Chinle, had a great game today, helped lead her ladies to the promised land of victory in this one today. 20 points in the game for Aisha Ashley. She led the way. And she picks up the Sports Zone Radio player of the game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, our friends, the hospital in Springerville. Also want to mention Shandine Yazzie, a close second in the voting on that. Shandine with 12 points in the game, and her defense was stellar, as it always is. You know, if your offense doesn't show up, your defense still can, and Shandine always plays great defensively for the Wildcats. Others in the scoring column for the Wildcats, LaShante Benali with 6 points. Ashlyn Lynch had 6 points. 4 points in this one for Lindsay Yazzie, 4 also for Quintrell Curley, 3 points today for Tamira Baya. 2 points for Koa Yazzie and a single point for Brittany Bitsui today. On the other side, Window Rock was led by Misha Nelson with 13 points. Militia Naz had 12 points in the contest. Robbie Talkalai with 6 points. 5 points for Michaela Roanhorse. 4 points for Desiree Nelson. 4 in the game for Tashaila Allen. And 1 point today for Jamie So. And there's your totals. So now with the win, the Lady Wildcats can look forward. Well, every time I turn around, my social media gets reset, so the brackets keep getting reset for me. So my apologies on that. But after a win today, the Lady Wildcats can look forward to taking on the tournament's number 1 seed, the Page Lady Sand Devils, at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. The other girls' game is decided as well. The Alchese Lady Falcons will take on number 2 Monument Valley tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That's the way the girls' bracket looks. And coming up in a moment, it's the Page Sand Devils taking on the Window Rock Fighting Scouts in a boys' contest to wrap up day 1 of our broadcast coverage from the 3A North Region Basketball Championships. Coverage presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Big thanks to our broadcast team, led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, Julio K. Also to Leonard Keone on camera, and our technical assistant, that's Jessica K. For the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're going to stop this broadcast and invite you to reset your browser and look for our final broadcast coming up in just a couple of moments. One more boys game tonight from the Chinle Wildcat Den on day 1 of the tournament. God bless you. We'll see you in just a moment with more Northland basketball. Stand by.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.